eliminate by calculating the trend values under with help of least square. So we know that how to find out trend values under least square method we discussed in the first part of time series analysis. So by using this linear regression equation, that is y is equal to a plus bx, apply same formula and use this one to find out constant value, that is a is equal to sum of y divided by n. Then beta, that is what is the increment over period, increment for annual increment, or we call it as a sensitivity, or what is the beta. So beta is equal to sum of xy divided by x bar. Same step you have to follow to find out trend value as you followed in least square method. The first step under ratio to trend method, you have to calculate what is the trend values for given data by using least square method. You know what are the steps we need to follow under least square method? That is how to find out sum of y, then sum of xy. This is all table work. Sum of xy, then sum of x square. So first find out required details, then use this equation to find out trend values. So the first step under ratio to trend method, find out trend values using least square method. So that is the first step. And second step is calculation of monthly or quarterly trend values. So you know that we can calculate a seasonal index only for monthly or quarterly. We cannot find out seasonal index for annually. Seasonal index or seasonal variation we can trace out only in monthly or quarterly data. So normally in questions they give quarterly or monthly data. So while calculating trend values, first find out the total, what is the values, actual values for annual or actual values for year. With that, find out trend values. You know that trend values can be calculated only for annual data. We cannot calculate trend values for quarterly data or monthly data. So therefore, if they given data for quarterly or monthly, first convert that quarterly and monthly data into annual data, calculate trend values. So once you calculate trend values for annual data, the second step you have to calculate that trend values for monthly or quarter. So again, we have to convert that trend values in for monthly or quarterly. I will explain how to find out with the example. So once you calculated what is monthly or quarterly trend values, then we are calculate what is the ratio to trend values. That is, what is the percentage of seasonal index to total trend. See, this formula, that is, for example, actual data, actual data, and divided by actual data divided by trend. So with this formula, we can find out what is the ratio to trend values. What is the percentage into 100? Into 100. Calculate to the percentage. Actual data. So if actual data is 30 and the respective trend value for 30 is 28, for 100 how much? We are calculating to the 100 percentage. So actual data is 30. For example, first quarter in the year 2008 is 30, and the trend value for first quarter 2008 is 2007 is 28. Then what is the ratio to trend value? So with this data, with this formula, we can find out what is the ratio to trend values. Likewise, you have to find out ratio to trend values for each quarter for each year. Remember this formula, actual data divided by trend values for particular quarter or month into 100. Yes. So that is the third step, ratio to trend values. Then the fourth step, you have to calculate total of trend values for first quarter or first month, second month, like that. Find out total, then take average. average for first month, average for second month. If it is quarter, average for first quarter, average for second quarter. So find out, calculate a total and average of ratio to trend. Then we can calculate what is the seasonal index, total seasonal index, by using this formula. So this is the formula. If the data is given for monthly wise, that is 1200, because 12 month, 12 into 100 will get 1200. So 1200 divided by total average. In the previous we calculate the average for each quarter or each month. So total it, find out total average. So if the data is given for monthly, then 1200 divided by total average. If the data is given for quarterly, then 400, 4 quarter, 4 into 100, 400 divided by total average. So remember, if the data is given for monthly, so we can find 12 months. So 1200 divided by total average. If the data is given for quarterly, then 400 divided by total average. The last one, last step is calculate seasonal index adjusted. That means what is the seasonal variation for each quarter or each month. So use this formula, average of particular quarter or average of particular month into seasonal index that we calculated in the previous step. So average into seasonal index, you can get a seasonal index adjusted for each month or quarter. So all these steps you have to follow under ratio to trend method. Once again, see the first step, you have to find out trend values by using least square. While calculating trend values for given data, first thing you have to convert quarterly data or monthly data into annual data by taking average. Then find out trend values by using this equation. Then once you calculated trend values, then calculate monthly trend or quarterly trend values. And third step, ratio to trend or percentage to trend values by using this formula, that is actual data divided by trend values into 100. Then calculate total and average of ratio to trend for each month or each quarter. Then calculate seasonal index by using this formula, 1200 divided by total average if it is in month, 400 divided by total average if it is in quarters. Then last one is calculate seasonal adjusted for each quarter or each month by using this formula, that is average into seasonal index. I hope you understand the steps for ratio to trend method. Now we'll discuss one problem under this method. See this question, you can write down. Find seasonal variations by the ratio to trend method from the data given below. Find seasonal variation by the ratio to trend method from the data given below. So the data is given for a total 5 years. Data is given on quarterly basis. 5 years data is given for quarterly basis. You know that we can find out seasonal variation only for quarterly or monthly. We cannot find out for annual. So that's why they given the data in the form of quarterly wise. For 2007, 30, first quarter, and in second quarter 40, 36, 34, like that they given for 5 years. So with this, for this you need to find out what is the seasonal index values for each quarter by using ratio to trend method. So how to do this? See the steps, will go by stepwise. The first one is you have to find out trend values under least square method. So what we have to do, see this question is given in quarterly wise. To find out trend values we need it for annual. So what we can do, we can calculate, first we can calculate a total, then take average of it. So total 4 quarters, total it and divided by 4 will get average. Is the average for 2007. For example, for 2007, I'll write here. See, for 2007, For 2007, first quarter value is 30 plus second quarter 40, then third quarter 36, then 34 divided by 4. Just take average of the values for 4 quarters, that is 30 plus 40 plus 36 plus 34. So total 140, divided it by 4. We'll get 35. For the year 2007, 35. The value is 35. So likewise, you have to find out for all years, that is for total 5 years that is given. Find out for 5 years. So I'll write down the year. A little bit table work is required for calculation of trend values. 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, and 2011. So I'll directly write values, that is y. We denote it as, for actual values, we denote it as y in least square method. Actual value is nothing but average. Average, first find out total, then divided it by 4. So you can find out average. For 2007, 35. And for 2008, the average is 45. And 2009, the average is 50. Use calculator and find out average. Then 2010, the average is 65. And for 2011, the average is 85. So that is the actual values. Now to that the equation to find out trend values under least square method is y is equal to a plus bx. And to find out a, the sum of y divided by n. And to find out b, sum of xy divided by sum of x square. So we need sum of y, and we need sum of xy, and we need sum of x square. So calculate that one by using table work. That is, find out first sum of y. 35 plus 45, 50, 65. So sum of y is equal to 280. You can write sum of y is equal to 280. Then next, calculate x square. Before that, find out x. You know that how to find x. X is nothing but the difference in time. Difference in time. If you take here 5 years are there, so odd years we can find out exact middle year, that is 2009. If you allot 0 to 2009, for 2008 minus 1, then minus 2. For 2010, 1, 2011, 2. So that is the x values. Now we can find out x square. That is 41014. Find out total of x, that is 10. Total of x square is equal to 10. Then find out x into y. We need x into y. X into y, 35 into 4, 140. Correct? X into x minus 2 into 35. 35 into 2, this one minus 70. 45 into minus 1, minus 45. 0, 65. Then 85 into Oh, 340. Sum of xy, sum of xy, sorry, 85 into 2 is again 170. So sum of xy is equal to minus 17, minus 45, 65, 170. Can find 120. Sum of xy is 120. Correct? Yeah. Now use this formula to find out constant values and beta values or slope. First we can find out A, that is sum of y divided by n. Sum of y divided by n, or 280 divided by n, how much? Number of years, 5 years. 280 divided by 5, 56. And 120 divided by 10, sum of xy 120 and sum of x per 10, so you'll find 12. The slope or annual increment is 12. The slope is 12 and constant value is 56. And you now use this equation to find out trend values. Just I write here trend values, annual trend values, annual trend values. So use this equation for this one first year for 2007, 56 plus 12 into minus 2. 56 plus 12 into minus 2. Minus 2 is nothing but x value, minus 2. So I'll write values 12 into 2, 24. 24 minus 56, you can find 32. And likewise find out trend values for all years, 56, 68 and 80. See the trend values for 2007, 32, for 2008, 44, and for 2009, 56, like for 2010, 68, 2011, 80. So we calculated trend values for annual trend values for 2007, 8, 9, like 10. So that is the first step, calculate trend values for each year. Now see the step, the second step. What is the second step? Calculation of monthly or quarterly trend values. Now how to find out trend values for monthly or quarterly? See the data is given for quarterly. So we need to find out trend values for quarterly. And if you see this one is increment. Beta is nothing but the slope. Beta is nothing but the slope. So what is the annual increment? Annual increment is 12. So annual increment is 12. Then what is the increment for quarter? What is the changes for quarterly? Nothing but 12 is divided by 4 to find out quarterly increment or quarterly change. This is the annual change, 12. Beta is nothing but slope. So what is the quarterly change? 12 divided by 4. Quarter is nothing but 4. So 12 divided by 4. So you can find. So quarterly increment or quarterly changes is 3. I'll write here. Quarterly change is annual change divided by number of quarter. That is 3. Now you can find out what is the quarterly trend values. I'll just write the table to find out quarterly trend values. This one is year. Okay. Year for 2007, 8, 9, 10, and 11. First quarter, second, third, In the first, we transform quarterly data into annual to find out trend values. Now we are again calculating quarterly trend values, year wise. First, I'll explain how to find out a trend values for each quarter. Same rules will apply for monthly data. If it is monthly, then you have to find out for 12 months. We have 4 quarters, so find out quarterly trend values. So the first, the trend values for 2007 is 32. The trend values for 2002 is 32. Now, if you go for graphical representation of a trend, you know that rules. If it is the number of years is even, then where to plot that values. The rules is in between of second and, for example, if the number of year is 4, then where to put the values. First, second, third, 4. If the number of year is 4, then average, if you find out average of 4 years, especially in semi-average method, we calculate what is the average or moving average method, whatever. So in that, for example, if the number of years or number of months is 4, then where to plot the values? In between second and third years, we have to plot the values in between second and third, especially in graph. So here 32, the trend values is between second quarter and fourth quarter, correct? Where to plot the values of 32? We are not plotting the values, just for understanding. Now this 32 is a trend value where to plot. We have to plot between second quarter and third quarter, in between second quarter and third quarter, and you know that increment is 3. So in between, I'll write here, okay, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. So 32 is in between second and third. In between second and third. So this is the trend values. Now, what is the trend values for second quarter? What is the trend value for first quarter? And what is the trend value third and fourth? So the quarterly increment is 3 changes. Quarterly increment is 3. So that means if it is in the first quarter, if the value is 10, then second quarter 13, then third quarter 16, then fourth quarter 19, like that. The changes in the values is 3. Here 32 in between second and third. So that means 1.5 above, 1.5 below. Correct? 1.5 above and 1.5 below. So in order to find out trend values for second quarter, we need to deduct 1.5 from 32. Correct? Now we have to deduct 1.5 from 32, and in order to find out trend values for third quarter in the year 2007, for 32 we have to add 1.5. So we'll do that. 32 minus 1.5, that is 30.5. So 30.5 for second quarter, and third quarter 32 plus 1.5. So 33.5. And for first quarter 30.5 minus 3 changes, correct, 27.5. And for this one 33.5 minus 3, sorry, not minus, 33.5 plus 3. Now we can see the values, see the changes. In the first quarter 27.5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So this is the quarterly increment. Understood? So we know 32, and now write down these values in table. So in the year 2007, the first quarter is 27.5, 27.5, and next one 30.5, then 33.5, then 36.5. Understood? 27.5, 30.5, 33.5, 36.5. Next, find out for 2008. 2008. See, 2008, the trend values for 2008 is 44. The trend values for 2008, 44. Again, I'll write here. So trend value is 44, which lies between second quarter and third quarter. So 44 lies between second quarter and third quarter. And for second quarter, 44 minus 1.5, that is 42.5. And for first quarter, 42.5 minus 3, 39.5. And this one, 45.5, then 48.5. Correct? Now check the again value 39 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 and last plus 3. So this is for 2008. Likewise, you have to find out for all years 2009, 10 and 11. Now write down the values. So quarterly trend values for 2008. 2008. $39.5, $42.5, $45.5 and $48.5. 39.5, 42.5, 45.5, 8.5. Find out for all years for 2005. For 2009, that is 51.5, 54.5, 57.5, 60.5, 63.5, 66.5, 69.5, 72.5, 75.5, 78.5, 81.5, 84.5. To calculate quarterly trend values by using this method. You can write down, I'll give time. Next step is calculation of ratio to trend values. What is the percentage of these values to the actual values? That is the percentage of ratio to trend values.